you want to be as skilled as you can be, and you want to work as hard as you can work, and you want to make the golden rule to just tell the truth as best you can. And so that would be my advice, is to just outwork last year's version of yourself. I wouldn't even want to make it about other people and say outwork your competition. Just work harder than you did last year. Work harder than you did yesterday. Work harder than you did the hour before right now, and put more pressure on yourself to perform and to push yourself.
What would you say has been your biggest mistake?
Not trusting my instincts. Sometimes, and not to sound sexist, but even just as a man, we so logical and we so driven by logic and so driven by facts that sometimes we can't move without facts. But if you got trust in your gut and you got trust in your instinct, and you learn that as you grow older and you mature, that sometimes you don't need facts. You can just go off your gut and how you feel about things.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So just being confident in, I don't need confirmation. If I feel it, I trust how I feel. I know my intentions is pure. My instincts is like connection to a higher understanding. You don't need the facts all the time. Just go off how you feel. And so I think that I've learned to listen to my gut and my instincts more and be confident in making decisions off of that.
That's good. Yeah. That's true.
I think, man, the truth is that what you identify in yourself is not limited to just you. I think everybody got the capacity to tap into their purpose, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And their God-given greatness. And so when you hear words like legendary and great, I don't think, the way my intention is not to say that I'm better than nobody. It's that, I really mind myself to that level to where I got to I got past the resistance and the doubt and the holding back to where I could get into my real purity of my contribution.
Right.
And I think that all of us, if we willing to go on that journey and that ride, personally, we could tap into that. You know what I mean? So I think just going through the process, like really falling on my face, failing, getting set back, and not quitting and going at it. It evolved your wisdom, it evolved your perspective on it, and you start to realize, like, damn, I was really in my way the whole time. It wasn't nobody stopping me. It wasn't nothing external. It was just a perspective that you can't just think it. You gotta experience it. You gotta go through the process, and then you learn from your path that you walk. Like, oh, I get it. Damn, it's deep, but it's really not. You know what I mean?
It's that imaginary dog collar. You put it on for long enough, when the dog try to run, he just like,
yeah, he think he's still stuck.
And he's not, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, to answer the question, I just accepted it. I don't think I was like, oh, I'm great. I think I accepted that that's the nature of us. Mm-hmm. That's who we are. You know what I mean? That's our natural nature. Then we got things that we import. We import fear. We import doubt. We import, limitation. That's not natural. Kids believe if they jump off the bed, they're gonna be fine. When they little babies, if they think something, they gonna get it. That's why they cry when they don't get it, because in their mind, whatever they think is supposed to come to them, they get taught doubt and they get taught limitation and get taught fear. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you gotta reverse that as an artist or as a creative and just accept, like, you can do anything. It's really like, well, how you gonna be big? How you gonna become a star without our marketing machine? Who said that was a nigga goal? My shit on the wall, my nigga. At above all, create something to be proud of. That's my goal. That's my mentality with all my projects. To be proud of them motherfuckers forever, not for the moment when they splash and they getting talked about. Forever, I can just go back and listen. I'm proud of it still. They forced my hand. So I had to think of ways, nigga. Cause I'm not selling for underground. I'm not cool with that. And I'm not selling for non-ownership. I ain't cool with that. So I gotta find a middle ground. How do I own my shit and still be received on a mainstream platform and to be able to compete on the mainstream platform? And I'm better than niggas. Niggas can't fuck with me. Niggas ain't real as me. Niggas ain't live life how a nigga live life, make the decisions a nigga made. Or the sacrifices.
How come you're not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that. I guess you here to get your money right, huh?
All the time. I mean, you know, all that is cool for the image and all that, but all them is liabilities, you feel me? I'd rather invest in some real estate, you know what I'm saying? Something
Wait, can you repeat that again, man? You're up and coming artist. What did you say you want to do?
I say invest in some assets as opposed to trick off my money on some liabilities like diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Cars that lose value as soon as you drive them off the lot.
So you're trying to get land.
Exactly, homie. A real asset. Take care of my peoples, because you know it look good, but at the end of the day, you losing value, homie. It ain't appreciating. It's depreciating. It's losing value.
What do you think? Why do you think it's so hard for people to get that message? You know, I mean, 1.5, you get guys that say they got to impress the females. Female ain't trying to talk to you unless you blinged out. On the other hand, you got other people feel like they got to show off to the homies and impress them with their riches. I mean, what do you think is how do we get that out of that mindset?
Man, I feel like that's insecurity. Material things ain't nothing. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's who you is.
That's a violation. Don't blend in. Stay in your lane. There's no traffic in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Be honest and stay in your lane. Right. Because it's like, it discredit the sacrifices that it take. You know what I'm saying? And it discredit the struggle to just, plop yourself in the ranks with niggas you ain't in the ranks with. Having faith and putting your money where your mouth is and putting your actions into or your faith into motion and believing, you got to believe in yourself first. You know what I mean? And you got to be, I tell my daughter this, like, if you don't let the water in the boat can never sink. No matter how rough the ocean get, the water got to get in the boat for the boat to go down. You know what I'm saying? So that's I feel like I represent that.
I feel that it's people that depend on this thing to keep going, to keep growing. Mm-hmm. But we built for the challenge. We aware of what it is. I really be feeling like, man, we didn't got through some hard times. We didn't been through uphill battles in this thing. So mm-hmm. I'm not naive enough to think we don't got other steep hills we got to go up and just challenging moments. But I got a cold history that I can reflect on. Yeah, just a moments that I felt questionable and just like, I don't know if we can do it. Yeah. And we didn't got through all of them. So, I think that's one of the benefits we got, that we survived some turbulence. It's like a sailor that been on the ocean through some bad storms. Mm-hmm. It might get rough, but you seen some bad ones. So you got some reference of it calming back down and getting cool, I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion. But then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world? And that was powerful for me. You know what I'm saying? Right. What I've learned in this is that it's about distinguishing yourself. It's about, even in life, it's about the unique things about you. You know what I'm saying? Not the blend in, not the common denominators. I don't think that's what it's about. It's about expressing the unique qualities of what you are and who you are, and actually being loud with it. You know what I'm saying? and
bold with it.
Yeah, with the unique elements of who you are. That's what makes a person dope. When you come across them, you be like, damn, this is a unique this is a unique flavor. This is a different frequency. Yeah. And that's how you kind of know they being honest, because everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? And so if they are operating in like a type or like a mold, it's because they're not expressing the unique shit about them.
When will it stop for you, if anything? When do you feel that, okay, I could take a little longer vacation than usual?
I mean, I read something that gave me a perspective on that. It's like this whole thing, we look at life like it's about what you can get from life. And I think, I read something, I was like, that's not what it is. You're going to always be unfulfilled if you look at life like that. It's about knowing you're going to leave one day. And, when you leave, the only way you're going to be fulfilled is if you gave everything you had.
Really, though?
And you emptied yourself here. And you left it all here because it's temporary and you got a moment, Right. So I think that for me, it's like, I got kids. I got a daughter and a son.
Right.
So, you got to factor in your kids. You can't just all the way commit yourself to your cause.
Right.
You gotta make sure that you're there for your kids. But outside of that, I want to be in this thing until
I'm out of energy, till I don't have nothing left to contribute.
Right.